back on this Sunday. The forecast didn't completely turn out the way we had wanted. We're hoping some of that cloud cover would have pushed out of here by the second half of the day. It was cloudy all day long, but at least the temperatures, on the other hand, were as expected to be close to normal, right in the 60s. But for now, Baton Rouge, cloudy sky reporting 58 degrees, and the wind is light. We're looking at still some 60s south of Baton Rouge, but I'm expecting those 50s to expand in coverage all throughout the region, and morning lows are going to be ranging from at least the upper 40s to mid 50s tonight. The wind remains light. We've got a lot of low level moisture out there. That's why we still have the cloud cover. And with that low level moisture trapped near the surface, that does call for the potential of fog as we go later tonight into your Monday morning. Not expecting dense fog this time around, mainly patchy fog across the area. So tomorrow morning as you head out the door, some of us could be dealing with a little bit of reduced visibility. So just remember to slow it down if you run into some areas the denser fog. But for the time being, fog is in the forecast at least until mid-morning, but the cloud cover during the afternoon is still going to be sticking around, but temperatures slightly warmer than today. So we should be looking at mostly upper 60s and lower 70s for your Monday afternoon highs, and we should be getting a little bit of sunshine the second half of the day. Over the long term, the rest of the week, warm all week long, but we are watching a cold front. That's going to bring some showers and storms to the area for Friday, in addition to maybe some big time changes to our weather pattern as we go into next weekend. So that's why I'm giving you the first alert on that. We got a lot to talk about of this approaching storm system, starting with the rain chances, mainly going up for the second half of Friday to 50% into early Saturday morning. The rest of the week is looking mainly dry. Sunday is looking dry as well. Saturday mainly dry once the frontal system is out of here. But our big story for the week, notice we have lots of yellows and oranges in our region. That's muggy air as well as rain-free conditions. Rain mostly staying to our north. However, we are still going to be looking at a lot of Gulf moisture. Our next storm system still well off in the Pacific, but once that moves onshore and into the U.S., notice we start to see low pressure develop. This is on Thursday, and eventually we see that frontal system associated with it make its way into the area sometime on Friday. That's where we have the potential for some thunderstorms across the deep south. Right now, a little too early to know how strong they could get, but there's the potential that some of those storms could be strong in some parts of the region. So we will have to watch out for that. Low confidence in the severe weather threat for now. That's typical when the storm is still 5 days away, but the greater confidence is the colder air that's going to be pushing southward behind that frontal system. So you'll notice the big change in our temperatures as we go from 80s down to only 60s for your afternoon highs for next weekend. So we've got the nice spring-like weather continuing much of this week with 70s and near 80-degree temperatures for our highs. Remember, next Friday, that's where we'll have to watch out for that cold front to bring showers and storms to the area. Once that front pushes out early Saturday morning, that's when we could finally have winter-like temperatures and a long stretch of that with highs in the 50s and 60s for next weekend and next week. Morning lows in the 30s and 40s.